Good afternoon, everybody. Good day, rather. I'm just gonna be brief, very brief. Just some things I want to clear off my chest. First of all, let's listen to this. Um, you know, very disturbing, very, very disturbing. Um, it's a woman, right? It's a woman. Um, a production of bad sperm. That's what it is. A creation from bad sperm, rather. A creation from bad sperm. Um, you know, there's everything wrong about that lady, that girl. Everything wrong about her. There's nothing right about her, like nothing right, right? And these are the kinds of females that harbor gunmen, criminals, right? And this is why we have the high crime rate in Jamaica, the high murder rate, right? From human beings like those, like her, right? That is so disrespectful, so nasty, so disrespectful, and so indecent, right? It's the kind of it's a total it's a perfect example of what is wrong with this younger generation, and they're the ones fueling the high crime rate and the murders all over Jamaica, with the murders all over Jamaica, right? And she claims her locks were were cut by the police, and it turns out, as I understand it, she's the one that cut her own locks, right? I don't know if she's working with the PNP, but the PNP jumped all over the story, and and if any party is supposed to help is the PNP. It was supposed to help is the PNP, but fortunately it is not helping the PNP. No, right? It is not helping the PNP, right? Oh boy, I tell you something. I tell you something, boy. Um,
Seeing of what I'm going to introduce, which is the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force, is a culmination of work, as SSP Lindsay had said, but also work on from the JDF side and the JCF side to come to this point where we can have this joint anti-gang task force. Uh, and I thought it was also important that the country understands that even though the JDF and JCF have worked together for years, and certainly as long as I have been in security, we actually are setting the conditions for even closer working relationship and better collaboration. So this is all about continuing our focus on guns, gunmen, and gangs. And it was important And we saw as part of our strategic focus and strategies that we had developed and planning that we had done, that we required an agile joint force that could deal with the levels of violence that we see here in Jamaica. It is not bound by any particular geographic space, but will move fluidly across the country to interrupt gang activities, to disrupt and deter those, to recover firearms or seize firearms, and also to focus on those people who are intent on creating death, mayhem, and pain in our society.
That was the Commissioner of Police, Major Anthony Anderson. Um, I just want to say this. I support that collaboration between the JCF and the JDF in going after these gangs that are primarily responsible, mostly, for the high murder rate gripping Jamaica, right? Um, this government, I let me say this, I have seen 18 years, I have seen 8 years, in fact, I have seen 30 years of the PNP, and I have never seen a government so committed and focused in in tackling the high crime rate in Jamaica. I've never seen. Correct me if it has ever happened, but I have never seen it. Never. Not under the 18 years of the PNP, uninterrupted 18 years. Not under the other 4 years. I have never seen, and I dare you to challenge me that you have seen it. Never have I seen so many resources being being given to the police. So many police stations being either built or upgraded. So many vehicles, bicycles, um, forensics equipment being developed, established, um, intelligence being strengthened. I've never seen it so, and the government so committed and focused. Right, the government has basically launched war on criminals. The government of Jamaica has basically launched an all-out war on criminals. Right, we're going after the cockroaches. We're going after the cockroaches. We're going after the roaches. Right, we're going after them. Right, and understand this, it is not going to happen. The success is not going to come overnight. The success is not going to come overnight, but we have to start. We have to start. You can't get a job finished unless you start it. Let me repeat, you cannot get a job to be finished unless there is a start. And this is the first serious and common sense start I have seen in tackling the high crime rate and going after these criminals, these cockroaches, if you ask me, right? So to speak, right? I've never seen it. And this government is not just about words, it's about action. This government, led by Prime Minister the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, is not about words only. It is backing up his words with action. Right? We are killing, the police is eradicating more criminals. They're locking up more criminals, which I rather they eradicate them than lock them up. But the police, they have been doing a good job, I may say. A wonderful job. Dr. Horace Chang has been the most resilient and determined Minister of Security, national security I have seen. Right? This commissioner of police is the best I have seen in my lifetime. Can I say this? Major Anthony Anderson is the best commissioner of police I have seen in my lifetime. So forget Mark Golding's political utterance about giving the commissioner 60 days to quit. Forget that. It's a political last minute ditch to save himself and the struggling PNP, which is not going anywhere, not getting any traction. It's a last minute ditch, right? Because the commissioner is doing a great job. It will not happen overnight, but he is on the right course. The commissioner is on the right course, and he has the support of the Prime Minister and the government of Jamaica. Certainly has my support, right? Dr. Horace Strong, that pastor that made a foolish utterance in saying that PNP pastor saying that Dr. Horace Strong needs to resign, right? It's the pastor from the pit of hell. That's where he's from. A pastor from the pit of hell. There's nothing about God about him. It's a PNP pastor. That's what he is. He is, right? Dr. Chung is the most serious and determined national security minister I have seen. Okay? So I have news for the PNP. You are going to be in perpetual opposition as long as the most honorable Andrew Holness is Prime Minister of Jamaica and leader of the great Jamaica Labour Party. Right? I just want to make that clear, my friends. I just want to make that clear. All right? Have yourself a good day. I gotta go.